Welcome coaches, my name is Steve Dolias and today we're going to take a look at the coaches training video for TYB, specifically at how you as a coach can handle certain situations. The reason I've been asked to do this is because over the years I've had the great opportunity to coach from 5 all the way through the professional levels. I currently am coaching in the Valley as a high school coach, and I'm just here to share with you some of the tips and some of the strategies that I've learned over the years that are going to hopefully help you in your pursuit this year of putting together a winning season. Now, what does that mean, winning? To me, winning ultimately really comes down to how you approach your season and what are you teaching the group of kids that you're going to be with. We're going to try to shed some light on some of the tips that I've learned over the years that could help you be successful both on and off the field, that will help you with preparation and also just how to deal with players at any level. Coaching can be challenging, and over the years I know just from ages 5 all the way through the professional levels, coming into your season you're going to face some obstacles, and what we're going to take a look at is some of the ways that you can approach them in a positive manner or a negative manner. And I've learned over the years that the more positive that you can be with your players and your parents and anything in between, that it's going to take you and your efforts to stay positive throughout the course of your season and understand that winning ultimately isn't about the scoreboard and what that says, but ultimately what you can produce from the group of kids that you're working with. We're going to have a little film that you're going to look at that really is going to capture one team, 2 different coaches and 2 different styles. One of the coaches is going to be very prepared and very structured. The other one is kind of going to shoot off the cuff. And we're going to see how that translates into game-like situations where if you're not prepared, you're more likely to kind of go the wrong direction in how you communicate with your players. What I'd like to do is just kind of take you through step by step of one practice versus another practice and how one coach responds in a game versus the other coach. And from there we can kind of see that your influence on the group of kids that you're going to be working with is really going to come down to, number one is how positive and how energetic you are on the field and how prepared you are. And also just, how you deal with situations that come up, the obstacles that come in dealing with parents, umpires, other coaches, and even your own team. So again, we just want to share and shed some light on some of the situations that will benefit you as a coach. And hopefully you have a good time taking a look at this film, and we've done it a little bit sort of over the top in some parts, but at the same time, it's not too far from the truth. So enjoy. When you show up, make sure that you as a coach are on time. Number 2, that you're prepared and you have all your equipment. And number 3 is it's a good idea to have a good lesson plan already made up before you get out there. That way your players know exactly what to do when they step on the field, whether it is for practice or for a game. Make sure that those instructions are clear and precise and that you're consistent with them. Looking at stretching, when you go into your stretching, make sure that your players, there is some sort of structure that they do have. One of the things that I like to do is make sure that a lot of the stretches are not stagnant stretches, that there is some sort of movement that's incorporated with them. It really gives them a sense of keeping them busy and staying active, and it also really helps in terms of them being prepared rather than talking, is that they're actually participating and everybody's moving at all times during their stretches. So it's a good way to be creative, but also it keeps them busy and moving, and honestly, it is the new trend of coaching. There's a lot more movement stretches going on. If you have your players stretch on their own and you don't give them any expectations, chances are that they're going to not get the benefits that they should. And once again, there's not going to be any discipline or structure out there, and they're really not going to get themselves prepared for a good practice. Things not to do would be to show up late. Number 2 is not be prepared as far as any type of equipment, and also just having no direction or sense of what you want to do that day. If that happens, then you're in for a pretty frustrating time. Yeah. No, I know. Yeah. Tell them to call me back. Okay. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Hey! Guys, come get warmed up. Here's the baseball. Let's go! Make sure that when you're out there that your attention is fully focused on your players and that it is structured. Otherwise, if you're out there and you're unorganized and you seem like you're somewhere else with your attention, your players are ultimately going to be a reflection of what you're doing out there. So if you're out there and you're just kind of on your cell phone or you're occupied doing something, your players really aren't going to be paying attention and they're going to lose respect for you and what you're doing out there.